Wild Coast FM, your community connection.
Good morning, Sandy.
Hello, Finola. How are you doing?
Very well, thanks. How are you?
No, fine, thank you. Hello to everybody listening out there. Well, it's a little bit of a better day today.
Yes.
Yesterday was quite scarily cold and miserable.
It was. Last night was particularly chilly as well.
It was. It's still not 100% outside, but the sun is shining.
That's the main
And
thing.
we're starting, I still don't, I check the trees and the little bushes in my garden, they're all starting to think it's spring. I
Yes,
see little
I
buds
noticed
coming
that.
and all sorts of things. So we are approaching spring.
That's a good thing.
But I don't think we must ever think that it's going to be that warm yet. I think we still have to know that it's going to be chilly.
That's it.
But
Now,
anyway,
you got some very interesting recipes for us
yes.
for today.
I want to start off with a beetroot chutney that a friend of mine gave me the recipe for.
Nice and different.
And I bought some beautiful beetroot the other day, and then I nearly forgot about them and then boiled them up last night and thought, what am I going to do with these beetroot? First I was going to roast them, and I thought, no, let me boil them up. And then I found this recipe again, and it's called beetroot chutney, but it's so easy to make.
Okay. Well, easy is always good.
Yes, and I have made it before, and it really is delicious. Nice to keep in the fridge for a relish, and if you've got extra bottles, just keep it in the cupboard, and when you want to use it, it's perfectly fine.
Do you know offhand how long it would last? Maybe in a sealed jar, 3 months?
Oh, yes, definitely,
okay,
definitely,
great.
definitely. This calls for 6 cups of diced beetroot. So if you want to make less, just halve the recipe.
Okay.
I've done that too, and it works perfectly.
Brilliant.
Okay, you need 2 cups of brown vinegar. Must be brown vinegar, not white.
Okay.
2 large onions diced.
Yes.
A tablespoon of salt. 6 cups of diced beetroot,
Okay.
which is cooked already. About 10 beetroot, it says here.
Okay.
3 cups of sugar. A tablespoon of medium curry. Try and get something that's quite tasty. The Raja one's usually quite good.
I was thinking that the medium one. It's got a nice flavour to it.
And then 2 tablespoons of maizena or corn flour dissolved in a little water. Now all you do is heat your vinegar and sugar and stir until the sugar is dissolved. Bring to the boil, then add your diced onion and your beetroot and boil it for 10 minutes. So when you cook your beetroot, try not to overcook them, because
Okay.
you're going to have to cook them again a little bit,
Oh,
okay?
I see.
Then add your curry powder and your salt and boil for a further 5 minutes. Add your maizena and boil for 5 minutes. That's just to thicken it a little bit.
Okay.
Makes a nice little thickish sauce. And then you bottle it while it's hot
Okay.
and seal it immediately. Don't wait for it to get cold.
Okay. All right.
While it's hot, you seal it. And really, it's delicious. I can recommend this.
I love the sounds of this. It's a great
so
way
easy.
to get beetroot into your diet.
That's
for
right,
one.
yes.
And for 2, with stews, that sounds really nice.
It's absolutely.
breedies
And you
and
know
stews
what?
and-
Yes, and you can use it even with cold meats and salads.
That's a good idea,
That
yes.
sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
I think we must definitely post that recipe because that's a nice.
Yes, I
and,
will.
And with beetroot, it's a little bit difficult. Well, I find it difficult to come up with ideas for beetroot.
Yes, I know, because it's normally just beetroot with vinegar.
Exactly.
But this is really nice.
Okay, super.
And then I saw this recipe for an Asian-inspired salad. And now we are starting to get springy-fied. And I know people are starting to have braais again.
That's it.
Not that we ever stop. But,
Yes.
more maybe daytime braais. And this is really very nice. And it's got all sorts of fresh ingredients in it.
Always good.
So, which is also very good. So I'm going to give you this recipe. I think it's very nice. First, let's start with the dressing. We need 2 teaspoons of low-sodium soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lime or lemon juice,
Okay.
2 teaspoons of honey, a teaspoon of grated fresh ginger, and a garlic clove crushed.
Okay.
Now, for your salad, you need, again, beetroot, which is so good for us. 3 beetroots that are peeled, not cooked though,
Okay.
peeled and grated.
All right.
3 large carrots, peeled and grated. 1 cucumber, remove the seeds and sliced. 4 spring onions sliced. 1 yellow pepper, seeded and sliced. A packet of bean sprouts.
Okay. All these good things, healthy things for you.
And a packet of the baby spinach.
Oh,
So you
yes,
get
yes.
those little baby leaves. I don't know if you've seen them. They're
Yes.
tiny little baby
And
leaves.
those are so
You
healthy.
can get them at the Spar shop as well. And then all you need to do is combine your dressing ingredients in a small bowl and let it stand for 10 to 15 minutes to allow your flavors to mingle. And then toss together your salad ingredients and drizzle over the dressing and serve it. I think that's such a nice fresh salad.
I think it's a nice different take on the original green salad.
Absolutely.
And you're still getting your greens in
everything's
there.
Yeah, and everything's fresh.
Yes.
And
with the sprouts, it's got a little bit of a crunch to it.
that's right. So that's a nice recipe for one to try to have something different.
Yes.
And then lastly, our baby marrow slice. Now this is quite interesting.
And I like baby marrow very much.
Is it? Well, this is really a very nice recipe. This you bake though.
Okay.
And you need 6 baby marrows grated.
Yes.
1 onion finely diced. 100 grams of sandwich ham diced. A half a cup of grated cheddar cheese. 1 cup of self-raising flour. 5 extra large eggs beaten. 2 tablespoons of chopped basil and some salt and milled pepper.
Okay.
And what you do is preheat your oven to 180 degrees and then grease a 2-liter square oven-proof dish and put your baby marrows, your onion, your ham, your cheese, your flour, your eggs and your basil into a mixing bowl and mix everything well until it's combined.
Okay.
And just season it with salt and pepper.
Yes.
So all you do is put all those things together, which is so nice and easy.
Yes.
And then you just pour that mixture into a prepared dish and bake it for 35 to 40 minutes until it's light golden and set. And you cut that into slices and you can serve it hot or cold.
That really does sound delicious.
Yes. And you know, that's even nice to put in your lunchbox. A slice of that, so healthy.
It sounds similar to a quiche, am I wrong?
It is sort of a quiche type thing,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, so that works great. That works
yes.
hot or cold.
That's right.
Perfect.
And nice to have that you can just pop in your lunch tin.
That's a healthy way of getting the kids to eat baby marrows.
Absolutely. And a nice way of just having something easy.
And something different in the
And
lunch
something
boxes.
different, yes. So that's a good idea too.
I like your way of thinking. It's healthy, but it's still relatively easy to do. And
That's
the
right.
preparation is not too long.
That's what we want because we don't have time for fussing.
And families, by the time they're all, Mom, what's for supper? Are we hungry? We're hungry.
You're right.
You just want to get it done and over and just, relax for the evening. Sandy?
Yes.
Delicious banana bread, Mom. One of my favorites.
Yes, I think this is a healthy version. You can, if you don't like the skim milk, substitute it and put full milk. But this is really being put down for a healthy
Which
way
I
of
think
making.
is good because-
yes, it is for a change.
Yes.
We don't always want to do the unhealthy things. So for this, you need a half a cup of egg whites, which is usually 3 egg whites from extra large eggs. Okay. So keep your yellows, and if you want to afterwards, make a bit of a custard with that.
That's a good idea,
Which is a good
yes.
idea. And then you need 1/3 of a cup of skim milk, which is 80 mils, by the way. And then you need 1/4 cup of apple puree. Now, that is 60 mils. If you don't have apple puree, you know what's a good idea too? In the supermarket, just buy a small bottle of the baby's
Oh, yes.
apple dessert or
Apple
whatever
puree
they call
food,
Yes,
stuff, the baby food.
that's right. That's perfectly
What a good
to
idea.
use. And then you need 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of canola oil, 2 ripe bananas mashed, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, 2 cups of nutty wheat flour.
Okay.
That's also good for you.
Yes.
A teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of bicarb of soda. Now what you need to do is preheat your oven to 180 and line a 24 centimeter loaf pan with baking paper and cook and spray, a little bit of cook and spray.
Okay.
And then combine your egg whites. You don't have to beat them up. Your egg whites, your milk, your puree, your sugar, your oil, your bananas and vanilla together in a bowl. Mix that well and then sift your dry ingredients together in another bowl and fold into the egg mixture until it's well combined. Pour your batter into a prepared pan and bake for 40 to 50 minutes or until a skewer comes out clean. Cool it and then slice it and serve it as is or top it with some fresh banana and a drizzle of honey.
It sounds like it's going to be a slightly lighter but still moist banana bread.
Yes, yes. So it's a good idea that you don't have to put any butter or anything on it. Just put some bananas on and drizzle over some honey. It'll be
yes.
delicious to have it like that.
Very good idea.
And if you haven't got apple puree, you can use mashed canned apples or any fruit-based baby. You can use that baby. There's peaches you can get
But I
too.
still add the apple puree if you can.
Yes, yes.
I think between the two, with the apple puree consistency with the banana, it's going to be moist and almost
Absolutely.
sticky.
But if you can't get an apple puree, then any, like a peach puree, anything like
Yes.
that will do. You know, but it'll just taste slightly different.
Who knows? People might come up with their own recipes.
That's right. But I think the apple one is nice.
Yes.
It goes with the bananas.
Now, thinking with the whole wheat flour, do you think a little dash of something like cinnamon could be added to that?
I think that would be delicious. Yes. Just give it that added zest.
Yes, because with the apples and the whole wheat flour and then the honey and
No, absolutely. I think
cinnamon is very good for blood pressure and heart problems. So and it's a great way to utilize it.
and this is sort of being looked at as follow your heart. This
Yes,
recipe
you were
said.
mentioning so.
So, you know, it's good for us to try and do good things, and let's start off with the spring and the summer in a good way.
Well, you know, most people do. They want to get their summer bodies ready.
That's right. So that's a good one to try as well.
Fantastic.
So I hope everybody has a good day today, and that the coming week's going to be good.
Yes.
And I'll post some of these things on my Facebook page,
Fantastic.
Sandy Gerber,
Okay.
and you guys can see what you can do. But I mean, if you're making salads also, follow what you've got actually, and just do something different.
A salad
you
is a
don't
nice way to
always have to
experiment.
have tomato and lettuce and nothing else.
Exactly.
Whatever you've got and you want to put it in. And you see people really enjoy something a little bit different.
I had a salad a lady made for me once, and she put thinly sliced strawberry and little blocks of cheddar cheese, and in that salad, that was delicious.
Yes, you see, I mean, anything like that. Just something different.
Yes.
And people enjoy something different. We're too set in our ways. We must
Absolutely.
make something different.
Well, thank you for being once again inspiring me for the week.
It's a pleasure. And I hope everybody is inspired listening out there. And we'll chat again next week.
Fantastic.
Bye for now.
Sandy, thank you so much.